for you and all to hear. Knockem dead. Knockem dead. Comedy show. They suck.
Hi, everybody. It is July
7th. 7-7.
7-7. It's 7 squared, double 7, 007. Well,
And
not
double for 2 birthday reasons, too.
Well, it's more than 2.
Oh.
Hi, everybody. It's a Knockem Day comedy radio show here on govsradio.com. Govsradio.com. That's our website. You can see our shows there. You can see our shows on Facebook. You can see our shows on Facebook. And you can see our shows on an app called Boxcast. Go on your smart TVs, your Rokus, your Apple TVs, your Fire Sticks, and all that smart stuff. Download an app called Boxcast, and then you can see all the wonderful, fantastic Govs Radio shows. That's right. As our good friend Dr. Ken Pichelle says, and our buddy Don Sill says, we on TV! That's right, we on TV. That's right, the Boxcast app. Coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club here in Levittown. The best comedy club ever in the whole world.
The whole world?
The whole world.
All right.
Everybody knows it. Nice to see all our fellow knockers here today. Jessica Sorrell, Andy Plagano, Derek Munispaul, Captain Jack, Joan, Croupier Felix, Johnny McDonald, Kenny Shevlin, Ken Friedberg, Joe Staz, Richard M. Liebspack? Wow, long intro, he says. Yeah, there's a lot to do there, Richard.
Did you say Derek?
I did say Derek.
Dun, dun, dun. It's Derek's birthday. It's birthday.
Well, all right, so is that his birthday song?
No, Derek, I would never do that to you.
Yeah, thank God.
Never, ever.
Carol Miner's watching. Felix says, Tony Walker is mean to me and a kissy Spider-Man. Oh, I just got that. I'm not mean to you, Felix.
I'm mean
Shut
to
up.
you.
No, I'm being mean to Felix.
Yeah.
All right, so let's find, let me find our usual.
Derek, it's your birthday, and you're old, but you have a great wife. This is how long it's going to be until he finds.
Oh my goodness!
And
what in
your
the
kids are
world?
really
He's younger than
cute.
you.
And you make
All right, go ahead. Well, wait a
really
minute.
good balloon
Yeah, not yet.
things.
See, this is what happens when I don't have the birthday music
See?
punched up.
Yeah, this is
You have to
this
deal
is
with
what
Sallie. All right,
happens.
it's ready. Derek!
It's your birthday today. Derek! It's your
Definitely brings out the meddling people.
Derek!
They even say Derek mean. Derek!
Let's celebrate.
What's funny is the video is like things like golden retrievers with birthday hats on.
That night is yours. Destiny awaits. Oh, wait with me. Share toast with your closest mates.
Oh, they said mates. I wonder if it's like Australian or English.
Derek!
Oh, I'm thinking this.
It's your birthday today. Derek!
Derek!
Grab your goodie bag.
That was weird.
What was
Open
Your metal face.
the song?
Blow out your candles. Derek!
There you go. A big happy birthday to our pal, Derek Muterspore, Mr. Pop and Twist. Hope you have a great tape, pal. Hope your family spoils you rotten.
Great tape.
What?
You said have a great tape.
Have a great tape?
Yeah. Play it back.
Well, I
Play it back.
Have a great day,
Yes, Ken
Derek.
Friedberg. It is Ringo's 80th birthday today. 80 years old.
80. There's a Beatle who is 80 years old.
He looks great, though. We
He's
saw
in
him,
good
what,
shape.
2 summers ago?
Last summer.
Oh, just last summer? Yeah, he was great. Where'd we see him? It was kind of a funky, outdoor,
didn't like
woodsy place. I liked it.
Bald Hill out east.
Yeah, it was fun.
You didn't like it at the time.
I didn't?
No.
Oh, I hated it. But I loved Ringo. And I loved the people he had on stage with him. Didn't he have, like, the Men Down Under? What are
The
they
Men
called?
Down Under.
Men at Work.
The guy from Men at Work. The
What's
guy.
his name?
Colin Hay. He's
Yeah,
the
he
guy
was
that
great.
wrote and sang all the songs. Steve Lukather from Toto. Greg Raleigh from the original. He was original member of Santana and an original member of Journey.
Oh, really?
And then who else was there? I'm missing somebody.
I thought it was a good concert.
Yeah, it was a great concert. Yeah, but the venue, we didn't like the venue. So yeah, Ringo Starr turns 80 years old today. That's crazy to me. Doc Severinsen turns 110 today.
Oh.
If you guys remember Doc Severinsen. Who's Doc Severinsen? Quick.
He was the music director on the Johnny Carson show, right?
Wow. I am floored that you got that.
He's still alive?
He is still alive. I don't.
110.
No, I made that up.
Oh, all right.
I made the age up, but he is still alive.
Oh, all right. Okay.
He's got to
I'm
be.
like, wow.
He's got to be late 80s, early
I
90s.
think you'd hear that in the news. Well, there are people 110. It's not the craziest
Sure,
thing
there's
in the
like
whole world.
5 of them, yeah.
I'm sure he lived a healthy life because he, wasn't short on cash.
And they're all talking about it here in the comments. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Oh, Taz is here. Hi, Taz. There's Ken Pichelle. The big news, the big birthday, of course. Our good friend, Mark White.
Probably isn't even watching. Loser.
No, I haven't seen his name, but
Loser.
we're going to say happy birthday anyway. Mark White turns 58, so he's almost old. He's almost going to be a cranky old man. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, how old is he?
He's already a cranky old man. He's 58.
Oh, all right, yeah.
58. So happy birthday to our pal Mark White of the Spin Doctors.
I kind
Our
of feel like he
friend-
was like a cranky young man, don't you think? I can't picture Mark not cranky. I bet he was like a cranky 14-year-old.
Yeah, that's my guess, yeah. I think he was born, like even when he first came out, he was probably complaining about something.
Yeah.
What the hell, man? I want to go back in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see
I was
that
comfortable. I was by myself. And I didn't deal with anybody's crap.
too. All you people are wearing masks. Get it. Hospital staff.
Yeah. Carol Miner, please tell me you were able to watch the Ringo birthday concert today. Yes, that's on YouTube, so I will be able to watch that.
Well, late.
What do you mean?
Well, it's on at 8 o'clock. You're busy at 8. I'll be
Damn
able
it.
to watch it. I'll be able to sit there and watch this concert in peace and quiet.
Son of a bitch! I didn't
while
even think about
you're
that.
working.
A podcast has asked me to be their guest.
Be
It's-
our guest.
It's not a show on govsradio.com, so I don't feel bad that I forgot the name of it.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of it. But yeah, we're taping it tonight at 8 o'clock. Oh, it better be quick. I'm giving them one-word answers. Yes. Sometimes.
Every once in a while, you're just gonna be like you're just gonna blurt out like you have Tourette's. Ringo. Oh, sorry. What was the question?
I'm going to do that now because I still haven't seen the Eagles concert.
Yeah, you probably already have
Henley!
a rash that you didn't see the Eagles.
Sad news, speaking of music, Charlie Daniels has passed away. Devil went down to Georgia.
Remember when Kevin was like trying to learn how to play that song
I do.
on the He didn't suck, I got to tell you. You didn't think it was bad?
He never got it.
Well, yeah, but who gets that when they're just in like
Charlie
ninth
Daniels.
grade?
Charlie Daniels.
He's
though.
just a ninth grader when he
So
was
what?
like trying to do it. And he was just, I don't even think, how did he even learn it? Did he have sheet music?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, he downloaded sheet music because I offered him money to learn it, and he didn't do it. He did not do it. Doc Severinsen is 93, says Andy Plajanos.
Yeah, it's up there.
Ken Pichelle is not really here, but my comment window is queued up. All right. Ken Pichelle is not here. For those of you who work with him and are expecting him at a meeting, he's not here. We're wondering if you can tell us where he is.
He just doesn't want to get fired from his job. Like, what if, like, all of his bosses were, like, watching the show? So he actually has to say, I'm not here. I'm doing statistical analysis every minute. He just has to say that so he doesn't get fired.
Yes, Captain Jack, I will record the Ringo concert off YouTube. Taz points out that we have to, from now on, Mark White's name is Mark Caucasian. That's what I was pointing out yesterday with the great white shark. It has to be average Caucasian shark from now on.
All right.
Felix says 60 is cranky.
Is it? I don't know. I bet
He's
you,
just
like,
talking about himself again because he just turned 60, blah, blah, blah.
I feel like it's his birthday month.
No, his birthday was last month. That's why I said blah, blah, blah. It's over.
It's
It's making me cranky.
Felix's birthday season.
Birthday season. Rabbit season. Duck season. Felix season. What's all the beeping over there?
It's our friend Helen telling us what order she wants from All American.
Oh.
Our closest friends don't even know what we do.
Yeah, they don't even know we're on the air. Call her up. Call her up and ask her, what do you want again?
What? What do you want on your burger? Yeah.
Other sad news.
Uh-oh. Why?
I'm going to get all the sad news over with.
All right.
We talked about here, we had mentioned it before. Here on Long Island, actually just 5 minutes down the road from us, is the Nassau Coliseum. It's a
Yeah.
famous arena. The Nets, I think, played there for a while. The basketball team, the Nets, I think they played there. Was it the Nets or the Knicks? I think it was the Nets. They played there. Yeah, sports arena. The soccer team, the Arrows, they played there for years. Lacrosse, indoor lacrosse, if you're into that. The New York Saints, they played there for 10, 20 years. 12, 13 years they played there.
What year?
1989 through 2002?
Good. I'm so glad I know that.
You should be.
Oh.
Because you left for Boston. So anyway, and they've housed many concerts. Billy Joel's played there a million times. Springsteen, a lot of Springsteen live recordings have come from there, and U2 have put out some stuff live from there. So we've talked about it. They're closing. They closed temporarily a few years ago to redo the place. I don't know, like 5 years ago. They were closed for about a year and a half, and a big ceremony for its reopening. But apparently with the COVID, and the Islanders played there for many, many years. The Islanders were due to come back while their new home was being built, but with the COVID, it just kind of put everything in array. So now they're closing, and it just came out that I'm telling you, call her and put her on the spot, put her on the air.
She scares me, though.
And because the place is closing down, that means 1,400 people are now out of a job. That really bites the big one.
And is it forever? Like, a year from now, they're not going to open back up and rehire everyone?
No, this is not a temporary thing. Unless somebody comes in and buys it, then it's not reopening.
It's a great place. I can't imagine it just, going empty like an awful warehouse on the side of a road somewhere,
I sure hope somebody figures out a way to
So
bring it
check
back.
it out. Felix, who, has like the greatest up-to-date computer system in his home, he wants us to know that our show's freezing up. Okay.
Yeah, and then Andy told him it's his device.
Yeah.
What did I see? Did I see Tim Saliani is watching?
Yeah.
I did see that. Wow, look at that.
What?
Tim Saliani's watching. So we should play his videos.
We should. Okay, I could do that.
The Nets played there. You obviously don't bowl.
So you should know that John's order is now changed to a double cheeseburger and a small fry.
Good to know.
All right. Okay.
Double cheeseburger and a small fry.
Okay.
Good to know. That's riveting stuff. So Sallie is going to play a video. Oh, you know what? And then I got a video to play after that.
I wanted to pull it up before I did the.
What are you doing?
Nothing. What?
Nothing. I'm just laughing as I watch you try to figure this out.
It's nothing to figure out. All right, I'm just going to explain it for the last time. I can't mirror it till I get everything set up, and I can't, and I get everything off my phone. Because if I mirror first,
Yeah.
then the whole world sees my diary. So I have to get everything all set, paused, ready to go, and then I mirror. So I'm not confused. Okay. Why are you still laughing?
What are you talking about? I'm not laughing.
You're laughing on the inside. I could feel it. All right.
Well, all right. See, I know what I'm doing. Turn it sideways because it's too small over there.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I'm not saying thank you. All right. Let me get this. So you want to explain it? Well,
Well, for our as you guys know, we have a show called Quarantine Life. During the quarantine, we decided a great idea from Mike O'Toole of The Wort, which is on here Monday nights. Hope you enjoyed it last night. And as well as Anthony Graziday from Limo Talk, which is on Thursday nights here on govsradio.com. They came up with an idea to have a show called Quarantine Life. Every day, 7 days a week at 2 p.m., where all your favorite Gov Radio hosts and extended family, they basically just do a show where they explain what they're doing during the quarantine. And people like Andy Plajanos, who's watching, he's gotten very creative. Rich Rader's gotten creative. Instead of just showing what you do during quarantine, they decided to just get a little more creative and have a little fun. Danielle Asher does some good ones where she sings. I enjoyed mine. I went to Citi Field for one and just sat in the parking lot. But so Tim Saliani has put together a show called Shut Up Stupid, where he answers people's questions. For me personally, it's been one of my favorite things on Gov's Radio ever. I think it's right up there with Pasusu, Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up. It is hilarious.
yeah.
Hilarious stuff.
I love it.
There's another one coming, ladies and gentlemen. So here we have a little sneak peek.
Yeah, here's just a little snippet. Little snippet.
Sallie just wants to say snippet.
All right.
And as well as Anthony Graz. What?
I don't know what I'm
What's
just
wrong?
doing.
Well, you have to put. There you go.
Dur, dur, dur. Ready?
I know what I'm doing.
You're watching 66 plus 3 public television. We'll literally air anything.
Hey Tim, I just read that Kanye West is planning on running in the 2020 election. What are your thoughts on that?
No. Nope. Nope. I'm done.
Sallie Annie. Shut up, stupid. It's hilarious. Is that true, by the way?
What is?
Is-
Oh, yeah, I read it on the news. Yeah.
Kanye is considering
Someone's
considering
saying
running?
something like that. Yeah.
Because things aren't crazy enough, ladies and gentlemen. Now we have Kanye West running for president.
Right.
Hang on. Don't go anywhere.
Okay, you got other stuff?
I have a video I'd like to show.
Okay, cool.
So, all right, so let me get this right. I have to find the video. And I have to...
Here we go.
Scream. I want to show my diary.
I just want you to know that when he was sitting here at the board, I was nothing but supportive. I would hit buttons for him that he forgot without anyone even
I would
noticing.
get yelled at.
I would just reach over and make everything right so that he didn't look like a stupid idiot. But now, every time I take 5 seconds longer, it has to be pointed out. So, yeah, there's that.
Not true. None of that is true,
Oh
what you
my
just said.
God, that's so true.
All right, you ready for this? The sound is up? Okay. Here's the video I want to play. Watch this.
What is that?
What do you mean, what is that?
Yeah, what is that? I can't even see. Do it again. Do it again.
All right.
Who is it first?
It doesn't matter who it is. It's just some unknown funny guy.
Okay.
All right, so he's walking through a store.
I'm just going to reach down your throat and rip your lungs out.
You got it?
Yeah, when I was turning around, I didn't see him grab the thing because I couldn't figure out what he was doing. That's funny.
Sent to me by my pal Carl Wooden. Carl sent that to us. And he said, I don't know why. He goes, but I thought of you when I saw that. So now you can change the screen. See, you
Okay,
forgot.
you
See, now
sure?
I'm helping you. You're welcome.
Is Tony's mother watching? Can she call in and yell at him?
I do think I saw her name pop up before. Don Silla's watching. I would like someone to explain why they call him Yankee Doodle if he calls himself Macaroni. I feel he should be called Yankee Noodle. That's what I get for not reading these comments in advance.
Who was that?
Andrew Fremder said that. Oh. Carol Miner is taking your side, so you tell him, Sally. Brian Lee Yachts is watching. Hello, Brian. With everything 2020 is given, Kanye West running for president is a welcome reprieve from the parade of calamity, says Andrew Plajanos.
Nice use of the word calamity.
So when is Carl's quarantine life with his shut up stupid?
Carl?
Oh, did I say Carl? Yeah. Tim Saliani. When is his quarantine life shut up stupid?
Yeah, I don't know. I actually think it's like next week sometime.
Oh.
Yeah.
You set the schedule. You don't know?
I think it's next week.
All right, well, we'll let you know when that's going to be on.
I can't remember an entire month of when people are, so really sorry for that. Man, this is going to be a rough fucking day.
There is no limo talk for the rest of the month?
Mm.
They Anthony Grazide got suspended yet again. He apparently he grabbed Mike O'Toole's butt and tried to kiss him. So
I don't think Mike would be so opposed to that.
No, of course he's not suspended. They've just decided they all take their vacations together apparently, so
Yeah, I
they
think
can't do
that's
the
fun.
show. They can't do the show without him. So yeah, so no limit talk again until August. Actually, I think he did the same thing last year, didn't he?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ken's back.
Ken's
He's
back.
No longer lying to his employers.
Because it is. We do have Tuesday trivia coming up in just a few short minutes. We do have some things. We do have some things to talk about. First off,
Besides
tomorrow.
my inadequacies on the show.
Oh, I could carry on about that.
That could be a whole
for the whole
show.
show for a few hours.
Okay, yeah. Have at it.
Tomorrow, big. Oh, she's gonna kill me. Look at her face.
I can't wait until 12 o'clock. Okay, go ahead.
Well, why don't you do it now? It will go viral. Go ahead. Phase 4 is tomorrow here on Long Island. Phase 4 includes guidelines for higher education, low-risk indoor and outdoor arts and entertainment. Governors. Media production and professional sports competitions with no fans in stadiums. Our Governor Cuomo, has still not decided as far as what's going to happen with schools come September. But all school districts have been told to submit reopening plans. State health officials are drafting guidance so parents, students, and teachers can prepare for the potential reopening of school. The New York State Fair has been canceled for this year. Boo. And officials are still reviewing data related to casinos and movie theaters. Both will remain closed until further notice. So there's good news and bad news there. New York State saw 1% of COVID tests return positive in the past couple days.
That's good.
9 people have died caused by the virus between Sunday and yesterday when I gathered this information. So 9 people, which still stinks, but it's a hell of a lot better than it was. So things are still going well here in New York. We're excited. We're hoping. We're faithful.
Yeah, but they haven't gone well in like other states, and the other states are like kind of having, a rise in cases. So it concerns me.
Well, because they weren't smart about it. All those Floridians kept going back to the beach without their masks.
Yeah, but then everyone comes to New York to vacation, and then we get it again.
But we're in New York. We beat them up if they show up. Mm. Wow, everybody's getting all upset about grass. Look at this. Taz is upset. Joan is upset. Wow. Douglas King is watching. Meeting ended 5 minutes early. Woohoo! Congratulations. All right, so now, the other thing we had is you and I, we sat, because we were talking yesterday about Ghislaine Maxwell, who finally was caught and arrested. So we're curious to see how this thing plays out, who she's going to name, who she's going to mention. But in light of that, yesterday, talking about it, you and I decided yesterday to watch the Jeffrey Epstein documentary on Netflix. We watched the whole 4-hour documentary yesterday. We cleared our schedule. We pushed the kids aside. We told our secretaries and staff to just go to work and leave us alone.
It went kind of fast,
We started around dinner time.
Yeah, it went all right.
Ate our dinners in front of the TV. Yeah, we did. There was some pausing. We did almost 5 hours of TV watching yesterday, which is a rarity.
The documentary was really good. And one thing that I do like about it is that it wasn't a full 4-hour documentary. It really is chopped up into 4 episodes. So my fear, because I can't stand when people repeat things, because I pay attention the first time. So I kind of thought when they went into the second episode, they do this whole recap of the first one, but really it's it stops and then the next one just starts right where they left off. So
it runs like one big long.
It does. It runs but so you could take a break if you want. Right. But if you want to do it all at one time, it's not annoying. It goes just right into it.
It did go faster than The Irishman.
Yeah.
Pretty sick stuff, though. I'll admit, I didn't know. I didn't follow it closely at the time when Epstein was first arrested. I mean, I knew, of course, what he did, but I didn't know a lot of the ins and outs. I don't know what was already public information before this documentary came out. So, but to learn some of the stuff was, unbelievable. It was stuff you hear about just in movies. You had no idea that somebody would really go to the lengths this guy went to protect his name.
What he wanted to do. The arrogance to think that you could get away with having 14-year-olds in your house, paying them and convincing them to go find another 14, 15-year-old for you to bring back, and you'll pay that person more and then pay the new girl. Just the idea that that you'd be able to get away with that for more than a day and a half.
Right.
And it didn't even occur to him that would be a problem. And even like when he went to jail the first time, when he came out, he was still doing it. You know,
He was doing it while in, well, that was the thing. He wasn't even technically in jail.
right.
He was technically in jail, but he was allowed to leave 6 days a week for 12 hours a day
For
to go to work.
Yeah. And he was getting on planes during that time and going
Right.
anywhere that he wanted. And yeah, it was.
He was basically sleeping in a crappy hotel. I think they even said that in the
Yeah.
documentary.
Right.
It was just unbelievable what this guy was getting away with, and and the people attached to this guy who thought, that they were better off helping him. Hopefully it comes back to bite them in the ass now.
Yeah.
And this is not a political thing, by the way, because I know a lot of people.
Why? What politics would
Well,
come
that's
into play?
that's it, right. Well, that's the thing, because a lot of people, say, well, Donald Trump hung out with him, or then you have other people on the other side. Well, Bill Clinton hung out with him. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. If whoever joined Epstein in his disgusting ways, they should be punished.
Oh, yeah.
I don't. So that's what I'm saying. It's not a political thing. I'm not hoping, Trump gets, in trouble over Bill Clinton. If they both did it, well, then they should be punished. If neither one of them did it, that's fantastic.
It's interesting in the documentary. It does say that, like, because they interview the groundskeepers and like they give up, like, Prince Andrew like that.
Yeah.
They're like, we saw him with that 15-year-old. Like, I mean, they just were like, yeah. And there were two different times Bill Clinton was brought up, and both of them said, you know what, he was here numerous times, but no girls were ever here at the same time. Like, I don't know. Who knows what's true, but I just thought that was kind of...
Good morning, Greg DiFilippo. Yeah, I agree with Andy Plagano says the sisters
Yeah.
from the beginning, to me, were the most chilling. I agree. It was for me, too. The artist who would move and then get threatening phone calls. Yeah, one of the first girls that, in this movie anyway, was an art student. She just was coming out of college. She had an art show, and she was doing very well. She was selling pieces for thousands. And I forget who it was, but somebody from her college came to her and introduced her to Epstein. Epstein promised her all sorts of opportunities, so he flew her to one of his houses, I think the Ohio house.
Yeah.
And he did stuff to her. And as soon as she had an opportunity, she was out of there, and then she called Epstein and said, "I'm not working for you anymore." And
And she went right to the police.
right, and the
Nothing-
the authorities didn't do anything. This poor girl's sister also got involved with Epstein, and I think some even worse damage was done to her. But this girl, the artist, she then started getting phone calls from Epstein.
Not Epstein, the Maxwell.
Well, both.
The lady.
Right. Ghislaine.
What, how do you say her name, really?
I don't remember now.
Ghislaine.
Yeah.
Like Galan.
Robert Guillaume Epstein.
Yeah, it was like Galan or something like that.
Robert Guillaume Epstein.
Well, the last name's Maxwell. We'll just call him Maxwell.
Oh, right. I said Epstein. Robert Guillaume Epstein. No, I said it again. Robert Guillaume Maxwell.
Mm-hmm.
Ghislaine would call the girl up and say, I hope nothing happens to you, your family, or your career. You should really watch out for yourself. And then I think after a while, she actually just called up and was just flat out said, "We're watching you all the time, 24/7. We know what you're doing."
And this was 93.
Yeah.
Like, if the authorities would have, like, nipped this in the bud, like, in 93, think of all the girls that would have been saved.
So this girl moved several times. Changed. I think she said she changed her name. She even dropped her art career, and she would still get phone calls from people. We know it's you. We know where you are. We have your address. This poor girl, all she wanted to do was move on with her life. She didn't keep going to the authorities. She was just looking to put it behind her, as much as that sucks.
Yeah.
But she was just looking to move on with her life. And they tormented this poor girl. And the things, it's just unbelievable that this guy got away with this crap for years. And then it bothers me too, because you have, and then even the first time the down in Florida, what was it, Palm Beach? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
They did They were putting together an investigation. After a few months, they raided his house. This bastard was tipped off. So when they got there, they didn't find much. It's so amazing to me that this guy, that so many people knew what this guy was doing, and they protected him.
Right.
Just for a lousy buck.
Well, he would go and he would buy a house in a new area, and then he would go and meet with the police chief and be like, I like to help out. I'm a philanthropist. I'd like to, give you thousands of dollars for new equipment to keep you safe, And then he would have a little inn.
Right. It's really so sad to me.
Gross.
And I hope, I don't know. I hope the money was worth it for those pricks. Because now where are they now? Looking for another shyster, Oh,
So
Jeff Bosey's Jeff Bosey's watching. Charles Goonan. Addison Scott is watching. Addison, hope you're doing well. Lindsay McLeod is watching. Wow, some old friends joining us today. Joe DeJesu. Hope you caught Joe's McCartney show last night. Joe, what was number one? What was the number one requested McCartney song? Happy St. Patrick's Day, says Jeff. Thanks, Jeff. You too. Lindsay McLeod. Nice to see Lindsay McLeod. Addison Scott, what is happening with you guys? Addison Scott, if you guys remember, was in here with his dad, Ken Friedberg, and his lovely lady, and they were singing, and they were fantastic. That was a fun show.
So great.
So, and Charles Goonan is watching. Charles, we played some of that clip last week where Sallie wore that sexy nurse's outfit. Just so you know, she pulled that out for you. She's never pulled it out. She's never worn that for me.
Then I put it right back in the closet.
Pathetic. So just a very sad, unbelievable story, and I'm glad they caught Ghislaine.
Yeah, so they found
Maxwell.
her in December? Since December, she was in New Hampshire, so they just recently found her.
They just found her last week or something.
And Thursday. So they're gonna. She's in a Brooklyn jail right now, and apparently it's the absolute worst, one of the top worst jails.
Good.
Around, it's for men and women, and it's last year the electrical something broke and they were just freezing for months. It's really a bad jail. One judge says that she often has a problem sending women to the facility because it's that awful. So at least she's gonna have a few bad days before someone gets her out of this.
Once again, Andy, I agree with you. There was a guy, some kind of one of the hot shots at Bear Stearns. They talked to this guy, this poor bastard, this guy is old and frail. He looked like he was propped up when they were interviewing. He was just kind of sitting like this when he was talking. Old fella, and this poor guy had so much regret. This because Epstein, he was a hot shot at Bear Stearns for a while too. Oh, you got to get that?
Well,
Go live on the air.
guess Ken Pichel decided it's time to do.
Oh, I guess he decided it's time for trivia.
He did that last week.
Hang on, Ken. Give us five more minutes.
Yeah.
So Epstein was hired because it turned out Epstein lied about his credentials, where he went to school, who he's worked with, but that's what he was hired based on. So this guy, his boss, basically found this out and was all prepared to fire him. When he went to Epstein, he said, "You lied. We're gonna, why'd you do this?" And he admitted, he goes, "Yeah, I lied, but I wanted to get a chance to work here and do my thing." But at this point, he had already done such a great job there that they decided to not fire him. It's Poltergeist on our TV. So they didn't fire him, and this poor bastard was like, I wish I just told him he was fired. He wouldn't have made his fortune. He wouldn't turn out to be the guy he was.
He should have still been he still would have been, the evil asshole that he was. It wouldn't have anything to do with what job he had, he shouldn't feel that bad. But he was just kind of and it's true. That's what a lot of people said. Whatever, if you had a conversation with Epstein, he ran it. He, was the one who, even in an interview, the person who was supposed to be doing the interview felt Epstein ran it. He was overwhelming, which makes me really so sad for these 14, 15-year-old girls who, were completely manipulated.
Yeah.
By this asshole and his girlfriend.
Oh, now Kim Bichelle is calling Take that, Ken Bichelle.
Man.
So, all right. So moving on, we'll get ready for trivia. We'll get Ken on the phone. Apparently, it's celebrate every holiday day here at Govs Radio. Bosie said Happy St. Patrick's Day.
I like how.
Elizabeth
did you read what?
Says Happy Easter. What's that?
What Charles Goonan said.
I'm getting to it. Greg DiFilippo says Happy Hanukkah. Maybe I'm Amazed was the number one requested McCartney song on Jam, and it won by a lot.
I like that song.
That is a great song. Lindsay, I came in late. Did you watch the Netflix series? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Sally and I watched it just last night, first time.
We don't want to give away the end. I know there's like a lot of.
The Butler did it.
I know there's like a lot out in the news, but I was surprised by a lot of stuff, so I don't want to mess it up for people. But the ending was like, oh my God.
Joan Croupier says Happy Thanksgiving. Charles Goonan, Sally just happened to have a stethoscope. Yeah.
Did just happen to have a stethoscope.
She's so weird. Felix says that Maxwell will end up dead. Yeah, that's...
Well,
that's my guess,
that's
too.
just it, too. Like, I would... The
What was
ending.
that?
I don't know. The ending was just a little...
Oh, you're saying you don't necessarily believe he's dead.
I don't want to ruin the ending for people who want to watch the documentary. But
Well, they know he's
I have
died. They know he's dead.
concerns. Yeah, but do you think that was out in the news?
Yeah, I remember.
The safe stuff?
Oh, I don't know. I don't recall. But yeah, probably not.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna wait on that. Like after like a bit, if someone wants to bring up the ending, like after like a week or so, and people have had a chance to watch it, if they're gonna watch it,
Yeah.
because it makes me a little concerned that he is someplace else on some other island.
I love when Charles Goonan watches Happy Leif Erikson Day. I think of The Naked Gun when Frank Drebin asked out Priscilla Presley. She's like, "Oh, I can't tomorrow night with being Arbor Day and all."
Mm-hmm. All right, so Captain Jack said that he is back. Where has he been?
He took Cooper for a walk, he said.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, Ken Bichelle just saw us hang up on him.
Well,
All
Mr. Bossy Pants, who's like...
No, that's somebody else. That's Jeff Posey.
Oh.
All right, so Sally's going to get Dr. Ken Bichelle on the phone. I hold in my hand this week's Trivia Tuesday Trivia, however you want to call it. Sally's getting Ken on the line. We're going to get him on the screen. The screen is no longer flipping out on us.
Oh, good.
Oh, so now he's not answering. He's getting revenge.
No, I think he's probably on.
Oh, there he is. I see him.
Okay. Hello. Oh, wait. Do I have it on? Do I have the wrong one on? A week or so.
In
People
this
have had a chance to watch it if they're going to. I have the right one. Are you on? Oh, he didn't have his volume on, maybe. Ken?
Hello?
Yay.
Hello,
All
Doctor.
right. Hello. Pardon me. I'm typing a snarky comment to my friend Sally in the comment stream.
It's okay, Mr. Bossy Pants. I'll wait for your snarky comment.
Let's see. Yeah, let's wait. Let's see what the comment is. I think Dwayne Johnson should run for president. All right, sure. There's also a 3-part series on demand, Discovery Channel. Very creepy. What? That's something different, Lindsay?
All right, what did Ken say?
Speaking of the Beatles, I wonder how in the world right now if John Lennon was still alive. Oh yeah, me too. Did the comment come in? Sally, if you love Maybe I'm Amazed, wait till you hear the Eagles version.
Do they actually have a version?
No.
I don't think
all right,
so.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Anthony. Go ahead.
I was going to say, quick nugget. Have you heard? I've read on Facebook a million times that people just, for some reason, feel that Billy Joel's version of Maybe I'm Amazed is cringeworthy. I've actually never listened to it yet.
You haven't listened
But
to
it does not. I have not heard Billy's, and I know that it gets bad reviews.
What kind of Billy Joel fan are you that you haven't even heard it yet?
An old one, an old guy. I'm the guy that overposts about the first solo album
Yeah.
And write songs about it.
and writes songs about it and overposts that song. That's me.
Hey, well, I wouldn't say that because remember I even asked you to post it the other day.
You did, and I thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
pal. Thank you.
speaking of songs,
Yes.
fun nugget.
Yeah.
Pastor Joaquin used a different song of mine during his teaching message in his Pure Grace. It wasn't a new day, but the Pure Grace Sunday teaching. He used a song in it this weekend.
Very nice.
Very
Wow.
nice.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, look at you, man.
Awesome.
You can play all over the place, and I do know that there is something coming on Pasusu this week.
There is something coming on Pasusu this week. Yes,
You are an
that
internet
has been so much
sensation.
fun. Yeah, that's it.
So I see Graz
especially my own singing. Grass is what?
Graz
Graz
is
is
watching.
watching.
Captain Jack said that Cooper took him for a walk. Yeah, I took care of Captain Jack's German Shepherd for a week, and when you take Cooper for a walk, you definitely you kind of feel like you're on. You know those those moving the walking things at the airport, like a treadmill. Like you definitely feel like you're like pulled along like that. Like your half an hour walk is definitely ends up being like 10 minutes.
So Lindsay McLeod says yes. Who Killed Jeffrey Epstein is another documentary. So that we'll have to watch that next. And then Ken Pichelle, you have to listen to Maybe I'm Amazed by Billy Joel by the time we come back on Thursday. It'll take.
I will make a note. I will jot that down.
Good. And who was it? Taz? Was it? Oh, so Taz said the weirdest thing. Her neighborhood cat, who was also named Ken, came in to the room when you came on our show just now.
Nice.
We planned that. The cat and I.
It's a Ken thing.
All right. So what have we got
okay.
going on?
All right. Yeah, so Graz is watching. Graz, we were telling everybody about your latest suspension from Govs Radio. That's why you're not on again until the beginning of August. All right, so here we go. Dr. Ken Pichelle, are you ready for this week's trivia?
Oh, as ready as I am each week.
Okay. Sallie, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. First question. I think you're both going to get it. How old was Walter White when he died?
The highest age that he achieved. How do you say it on the internet these days? He was this many old.
That's great. Sallie.
Sallie, do you know who Walter White is?
50. Yeah, the guy from Breaking Bad.
Did you not watch Breaking Bad, Ken Pichelle?
I didn't watch Breaking Bad.
Oh.
That's something we probably need to throw that into our binge list.
I would highly recommend it. Now, and I'm not, I got a question for you, and I'm not poking fun. Because I know you and your wife are people of faith. Does that, would you not watch a show like Breaking Bad because of its content, because of your faith? Because I know people like that. That's why I'm asking. So I'm not poking fun at all.
I don't know that I know the content. To give you an example, I'm certainly going to say yes to your question. Like, we haven't watched Game of Thrones.
Okay.
There was something that we started watching that we thought was going to be like a cool crime. It might have been a Jack Ryan. And we started watching it, and like it was mysterious and, starting to build plot and whatever.
Right.
And it just like flew into a sex scene. I was like, yeah, we're probably not going to watch this series. So yes.
So
is there sex in Breaking Bad, or
there's
is it
actually
just the fact
not.
that
There's
his-
not. But
No, not really.
but
a little bit, but not.
not really. No, I don't recall a single sex scene, to be honest with you. The very first episode,
I can recall a couple.
there's a shot in the distance where you see a woman's breasts, but she's not having sex at the moment. But that's the only time and then the rest of the show, I don't recall ever seeing nudity again.
Yeah, remember the well, not nudity, but remember the time when, like, the first season when White Olsen has all this, swagger now in the very beginning. He's like having sex with his wife like day and night. And she's like, "What the heck's going on?"
I don't remember that. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
But again, it doesn't really. It wasn't really part of the show like The Sopranos, where they hung out in a strip club. It wasn't really like that. But there's a lot of drug content involved. I mean, that's what the show was based on. It was based on a drug dealer.
Right.
All right, but that's who
Yes,
Walter
so-
White is. So okay, so I just figured.
I'm going to agree with Sallie.
Okay, 50. You guys say okay. The next question: what is the correct term for a question mark immediately followed by an exclamation mark?
oh,
Oh my gosh, you know I do that so much in my comments.
I thought of you when I
have
found this
no earthly
question.
idea.
Yep.
That is
Questplation.
What's the shirt say?
Says RPI. It's my undergraduate college, Rensselaer in Troy, outside Albany.
Yeah, this is actually a great school. I lived not that far from that.
It kind of
Oh, wow.
looks like the lettering's almost the style of the Boston Red Sox. So that I thought it had something to do with them.
Yeah, it is a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. Oh boy, this is going to take me a second.
Questplanation.
Questclamation, is that what you said?
Quest.
Now you can't even say
Yeah,
it.
what would it be? Planation. I don't know. How do you blend those
Planation?
words? Yeah, maybe it's not their blending of the words. I don't know.
Okay, I haven't looked in the comments yet, but my answer for that one is going to be, I agree with Andy.
Oh, he hasn't said anything yet. He's still on Breaking Bad because it's like
I agree with him anyway.
2 minutes away.
All right. Yeah, he said he thinks it's funny how I remember whether they're or sex scenes in Breaking Bad or not. Okay, next question. Coprastastophobia. Coprastastophobia. COPRASTAST phobia. Coprastastophobia. Coprastastophobia
Wow.
is the fear of what?
That question mark followed by the exclamation point.
is going to be one of our questions. Yeah, I have it's
This
a
is
fear
a
of
tough
questions.
week.
Coprast, P-R-A-S-T.
COPRASTASTA phobia. Coprastastophobia. Coprastastophobia.
Well, it's clearly,
Clearly.
it is the fear of prastasting with someone else.
Right.
There you go.
I never used
Sallie?
to be afraid of coprostating until I was 33 for some reason, and I don't do it anymore.
Well, maybe you should. All right, next question. Who entered a contest to find his own lookalike and came in third? This is a multiple choice question.
That's a great question.
Who entered a contest to find his own lookalike and came in third? Was it Charlie Chaplin? Was it Robert De Niro? Was it Phil Donahue? Or was it birthday boy Ringo Starr?
I'm going to go with Charlie Chaplin.
Okay.
I'll go with Ringo.
All right. Next question. Another multiple choice question. Who
We
invented?
love these.
So does Sallie. Who
I
invented?
said we love these.
Oh, sorry. I thought you
Sorry.
said I love these. Who invented the word vomit? Joe, do you know who invented the word vomit?
Some puke.
You should be on stage, this guy.
And there's one leaving at 3 o'clock. I'll be on that one, too. What are you guys doing?
We're just we're doing trivia. You want to?
Hey, who invented
Who invented?
Who invented the word vomit?
Is there a multiple choice?
Yes. Is it Abe Lincoln? Is it Thomas Jefferson? Is it
Thank you.
William Shakespeare?
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson, says Joe.
Shakespeare.
Sallie says Shakespeare. Ken?
I think I will go with Shakespeare also. I
You're
feel
going
like there was
Shakespeare also.
vomit back then.
You feel that there was vomit back then? That's a good
think
guess.
so.
All right.
Wait,
'Cause-
does that mean that there wasn't vomit in Thomas Jefferson's time?
Right. Ken, can you hear Joe by any chance?
I can. I just mean Shakespeare's older, right? I'm just thinking
Shakespeare
we've
would
had
be older.
vomit for a long, long time.
I just think
That's all I
Shakespeare's a
meant.
poet, and he needed something to rhyme with, like, I don't know.
Comet.
Like
Comet.
vomit. Yeah.
The vomit comet. Everybody knows about the
Yeah.
vomit comet that's out there in space, right? All right, next question.
Wait, we don't get the answer?
I ask a whole bunch of questions, then we go back with the answers.
Oh, let Joe
'Cause
know.
you have nothing better to do.
Let Joe know now. Let him know now.
look at this.
He wants his life back.
Everybody wants to know, right?
Well, Ken answers all the questions with us.
Can we just know the answer to this one?
Yeah, let Joe know
All right.
his.
I don't
answer
even know
now.
who we're talking to, but my first guess is that he owns the place. So
Yes,
I'm thinking
Ken,
you
yes.
should let him do what he wants.
Ken, this is Joe. Joe, that's
I
Ken.
can.
Joe's
Hello,
waving
I
at
think
you.
if
Yeah.
I think if you own
Here.
the place, you should tell them.
How are you?
Hello, good. How you doing?
All right, the answer is Shakespeare. The answer is Shakespeare.
Me.
don't count, Sal.
I count. Yeah, you'd be surprised what I'm held accountable to around here.
All right, next question. What animal can clean its own ear with its tongue? Is it the elephant, chameleon, a bear, or a giraffe?
Giraffe.
Ken?
I'm going to go with an elephant because it should be able to.
Ken says
We
elephant.
think there's more than one right answer here.
Oh, you think there's more than one right answer?
I
look at
do,
you.
because I think an elephant and a giraffe should both be able to do it.
All right. Well, I don't have two answers here, just so you know.
A tongue that
Okay.
long.
A tongue that long. That's why Sally knew it, because she was like, she got all excited. She's
I look up who for once has a long tongue, and a giraffe came up.
one-legged men with long tongues, and Sally's golden. Did you know her ex-husband had one leg also? Did we ever tell you that? I swear to God, that's true. Yeah. So Sally's got a fetish. So so imagine a giraffe missing a leg. Boy, you'd be.
I knew a girl who liked men who were 12 inches, and she had a foot fetish. I'm cracking you up today. I'm going to stay. Ken, I'm going to stay the whole time here because I never get Tony to laugh like this.
Well, I mean, again, I think if you're running the show there, you should probably be calling the shots.
He said, it's your show, man. You should do whatever you want, he says. All right. In Japan, next question. In Japan,
They don't know giraffe neither. This is killing me.
Yeah, let them know.
I'm giving away all the. All right, it is. It is giraffe. It is giraffe.
I'm 2 for 2.
You guys are 2 for 2.
Yep. In Japan, what do they call Ronald McDonald? This is another multiple choice
Oh,
question.
thank goodness. I'm great at those.
Oh, a royale with cheese.
No, not the. Well, yeah, that too, but no, the actual character, Ronald McDonald.
Oh, the
What do they?
actual
Yes, you're right. There was Pulp
In
Fiction.
Japan?
In Japan, do they call him Haruki McDonald? Do they call him Old McDonald? Do they call him Donald McDonald? Or do they call him Ronan McDonald? Ronan McDonald, Donald McDonald, Old McDonald, or Haruki McDonald?
Ronan sounds Irish.
Ronan sounds Irish.
Ronan, yeah.
The
It's an
name
Irish
means
name.
like a Japanese fighter or some shit.
Oh, okay.
Does it?
Yeah, you don't remember that movie with De Niro, Ronin?
Ronan, yeah.
That was a good movie.
That was about Japanese fighters?
Well, but that's what. Remember, right in the very beginning of the movie, they give you the little dictionary definition,
Oh, wow.
and then remember that scene, the guy is painting the little,
That's true.
and then they explain that. Yeah.
Then you convinced me I'm going with Ronan.
Did you watch Breaking Bad?
Yes.
How old was Walter White when he died? That was the very first question we asked today, that I've not given the answer to yet.
How old was Walter White? In his 50s?
Yeah, it's got to be in his 50s.
All right, close enough.
32. Right.
Ken, any idea on Ronald McDonald?
I'm going with the first one.
You're going with
A.
Haruki McDonald. All right.
Haruki.
Sally,
Yeah, I'll go with that too.
are you chiming in on this one, or you're not care? You're sticking with Ronan. Okay. In Japan, he's called Donald McDonald
Oh.
due to the lack of a clear R sound in Japanese enunciation.
You'd think it would be Lonald, because when they say, like, R, it comes out L.
You're such a racist.
No, I'm not a racist. That's how they pronounce it. They don't have an R.
We just lost all of our fan base in Japan.
I thought I would care a lot more. L-R-D. I really don't care.
This is what the best we can do. We're on every day. We're trying to come up with stuff to talk about. What is used? What? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ken.
I was just going to say, Taz just gave me a Japanese name.
Taz gave you a
Kenshin.
Japanese name.
Actually, she gives me lots of Japanese names. Kenshin. Kenpachi.
Right. A Ronin is a master samurai. There you go. There you go.
Well, is Ronald a master samurai? He's kind of a pacifist.
Yeah, right. All right, next question. This is a hard one. I'm telling you guys right now, this is a hard one.
Oh, masters. This has been a hard week.
Has it been a hard week? Yeah.
Tell
You
Joe
guys are
that
doing
he
all right,
rolled
though.
if Joe can't hear me, tell him that he rolled in on a harder than usual week for
Yes,
sure.
Ken is agreeing with you that these are hard questions.
Yeah, these are, right, Ken?
I don't know. You guys are doing okay, I think. Not really. All right, but this one's hard. What is used to make paper money? What is used?
No multiple choice.
No.
Oh, I have no idea.
What is used to make paper money?
Yeah.
Paper money.
Paper money as opposed to plastic
I'm going
money.
to go with paper.
I was going to say violently resisting
gonna
the
take
urge
a
to
shot
just say
at-
paper.
Paper.
It's multiple choice. All of those are going to be right.
Well,
Trees.
you guys are smart people. I don't always need to give multiple choice here.
Ken, what do you say?
Ken, Joe wants to know what you think. Ken's a doctor. He should know.
Paper and glue.
Not hashtag not a real doctor.
Ink.
You're a
Papyrus.
doctor, I'm a hypochondriac. Should we just stop with the
Oh, hey, that's a great.
Start telling you about all my symptoms, please.
Hey,
Tell
we're
him
trying to
I'm
get
not
you
a
in here
real
this
doctor.
week, right? I would love to hear all
He
about
said,
it.
how do you say that? Papyrus?
Papyrus.
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 Okay.
I like apples better.
Sally, do you have anything?
Nope.
All right. You want to take a stab at that or no? Look at him. He's falling asleep. What? Machine. Time and energy. Well, that's technically right, too. 75% cotton and 25% linen fibers.
Oh, all right.
All right. We have 2 questions left, and you know what that means. Teespring. Oh, thank you, Ken. Teespring.com, everybody. Go to teespring.com to order your Govs Radio swag, like this beautiful mug. And, of course, send us a picture with your Govs Radio swag, and we'll get you a free pass. I dropped it.
Oh, okay.
This was actually mine, but that's why it's now stays in here as our model to show, because I dropped it, and, yeah, it broke. So I just hold it up this way so they can't see it, and I show
Like the
Govs
first
Radio.
day, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the first. I didn't even take it home. So yeah, the mugs, the hats, the T-shirts, socks, right? Teespring.com. Of course, yeah. Again, send us a picture of yourself with your Govs Radio swag.
I love that.
Ken Pichelle has a ton of Govs swag. So if he ever gets his hiney up here from North Carolina, we will get him in to see a show.
One day.
One day, he says. All right. Okay. So we have 2 more questions left. Ken, you know what that means. If you need to opt out of these questions, just say so.
These are the potentially questionable questions.
Because the last 2 questions are a little
Risque.
risque. A little risque.
racy.
We like to call them questionable.
Questionable
But not
questions,
always.
according to Ken.
Last
right.
last week they were like legit.
Yes. All right.
I'm out.
They are multiple choice. Okay,
Okay, good.
All right. What is I'll try that again.
Anagoria?
Anorgasmia. Orgasmia. Anorgasmia. Is it the inability to reach orgasm? Is it an orgasm that lasts for more than a minute? Is it when a couple have their orgasms together?
Inability.
Sally says the inability to reach orgasm. Ken,
I'll go with inability. Ken, what about you?
Joe agrees with Sally.
I'm gonna go with C for men everywhere. A guy can dream, right?
C, when a couple has their orgasms together?
Yes.
Okay. All right. He says it's that one. All right. Anorgasmia is, in fact, the inability to reach orgasm. Sally and Joe got it right. How do you like that? See, I'm scared to know why Sally knew that. All right. We have.
You're great, baby, in every way.
Saying that on the phone.
Every time. Just looking at you. Boom.
All right. The last question, ladies and gentlemen. The last question. According to a recent Durex survey, 4 in every 10 people have fantasized about what? Is it sex with Mick Jagger, sex with their kindergarten teacher, or sex with their best friend's partner? According to a recent Durex survey, 4 in 10 people have fantasized about sex with Mick Jagger, sex with their kindergarten teacher, or sex with their best friend's partner. I'm going to you first, Ken. Oh, the moose.
I guess I could have picked a better sign to hide behind with that question. I mean, I would hope that less people think about Mick Jagger. No offense, but I mean, wow, that would be a lot.
I was thinking the opposite, Ken. Speaking personally, because I've never read the Durex, I would go with Mick Jagger.
Well, I hear there's a
Sooner or later,
Right.
I'm gonna get money.
Yeah, true. Get his money. Absolutely. Well, he's got like 18
I hear
kids.
there's.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, at least on the island there, you've got Street Fighter. They're a
that's
good
true.
band. I've seen videos of them
They are a good band,
several
yeah.
times.
Yep. So
That guy moves like Jagger.
He
Pun
does
on
move.
the song title. He does move like Jagger.
So
It's
is that
pretty
your
impressive.
answer then? You're going with Mick Jagger?
No, I'm going to go with C, please.
Sex with their best friend's partner.
Yeah, me too.
Sally's going with that too.
I'm going with Mick Jagger.
You're going with Mick Jagger. Well, that's your own personal opinion there, but it's actually Ken and Sally got it right.
Yeah.
Poor Mick.
4 in 10 people have fantasized. Poor Mick.
Poor Mick. Poor Mick.
Sorry, Mick. Yeah, I don't think he has an issue there in that department.
1 in
but-
10. You know, think of him.
4 in 10 people have fantasized about sex with their best friend's partner.
They have Bible scriptures written about the thing not to do it. So, you know.
All right. Well, going back to the beginning.
All right, Ken, I'm
All right.
leaving. I'm going to go leaf through my old Rolling Stone covers.
Joe,
Closing the door.
great seeing you.
Thank you, pal.
Tell him I
Bye.
said very nice to meet him.
Ken says it was nice to meet you, he says.
Very nice meeting you, Ken.
All right, so going back,
All right, let's see. Where were we?
we're going back to the beginning because we didn't give all the answers yet. We're going to go back. The first question was Walter White. How old was Walter White when he died? I saw somebody wrote 48.
Someone wrote 52. I think it was Andy. I'm not sure. Wow, this is really far back here.
Wait, I have a new guess.
All right, that's fine.
Is that the right answer?
Elizabeth said
Was
48.
he 317?
Felix said 57. Andy said 55. Greg said 52. What was it?
It was.
30.
Go ahead. What?
31.
No.
It was 52.
Greg nailed it.
52 when Walter.
I don't
White
have a
died.
sign that says 52.
Okay, 317 Maine.
I don't have a sign with a 52 on it.
The correct term for a question mark immediately followed by an exclamation mark.
What is it?
Anybody? Nobody came up with that?
No. I think people just passed
It's-
by that one.
It's. Is it Booyah?
Booyah! What are you, DJ D Love?
Hey, I've got the signs. What do you think? I threw them away from a little bit of COVID. We will do ads again one day, and I will have signs.
Absolutely.
What time do we have to be out of here? Just because it's Tuesday. So what time is
Whenever
Marla's
Sally
show
says.
on?
That's basically when you say.
When is Marla's show on? I forget.
Oh, they're on at 1:30.
Okay, good.
1:30?
I was just worried it was like 12:30.
No, we're good.
Okay, go.
It's called an interrobang.
Oh, someone had that.
Oh, really?
Andy.
Oh, wow.
Andy Plajanos.
Did I agree with Andy?
Yes, actually, I think that was the
that's one
question.
I agree.
Ken got it right.
Good job, Ken.
I knew that was the right one to agree with Andy
Ken
on.
totally nailed it.
Coprastastophobia. Coprastastophobia is the fear of what?
I don't know.
What did anybody?
I don't know.
Anybody come up with?
I don't know. Say the answer and then I'll find it.
Greg doesn't like my questions this week. It is the fear of constipation.
Oh,
The fear of constipation.
yeah. No one had that.
All right.
That's the wow.
That's the fear of answering these hard questions.
That's a tough word.
All right, so the last question, because we gave the answers already to the rest of them, the last one, who entered a contest to find his own lookalike and came in third? Was it Charlie Chaplin? Was it Robert De Niro? Was it birthday boy Ringo Starr? Or was it Phil Donahue? Sally said Chaplin.
Yeah.
Ken, what did you say? You said Ringo.
Ringo?
You did say Ringo. It was not Ringo. It
Yes.
was, in fact, Charlie Chaplin.
Yep.
And I'm sure people got that one, right?
No, well, just
Taz got it.
Taz.
Wow. Andy Plajanos didn't get it?
Who did Andy say?
I don't know. I don't see it.
Oh, Phil Donahue.
Oh. Danny Coronado says trivia today. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Danny? Yeah, we do it every Tuesday, Danny. Tuesday trivia. My mother, when she saw that I was born in the middle... My mother... Jeff Botsy says his mother invented the word vomit when she saw that he was born.
Yeah. So
all
who's that one?
What?
Who did that? Who was the? What
Oh,
was the answer to
Shakespeare.
that one? Oh, it was
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gave all the answers
Yeah,
out already,
okay.
so... stupid American clown. Oh. For Ronald McDonald. All right. Well, nice job, everybody. Mr. Walker, check your message and read the fun fact. All right. Apparently I have a fun fact from Taz. Let's see. Okay, fun fact. American soldiers in the Pacific Theater of World War II always used passwords containing the letter L due to Japanese mispronunciation. A word such as Lollapalooza would be used, and upon hearing the first two syllables come back as Rora. So if they heard somebody yelling if that was the code, so if someone came back yelling Rora Paruza, they would open fire. All they had to hear was Rora, and they would just open fire without hearing the rest of the word.
Yeah.
That is a cool fact.
Yeah. Interesting.
I almost said something about that. I was looking for honestly a politically correct way to even talk about it. But
it's not making fun of someone. Like some people just like in
you're making fun of
Africa,
themselves.
there's plenty of different dialects that have nothing. Like it's not a bad thing. It's just how you learned a language. Like the learning of language is really an interesting. I remember taking a class in college on it. It's just fascinating how different cultures have different language techniques.
The question was surprising though, because the answer, didn't you say it was no R sound?
Right. That's why they couldn't. They couldn't do Ronald. They couldn't say Ronald McDonald. So McDonald.
I don't understand it. All seriousness, one of the restaurants, and I don't know if it's different if it was Chinese or Japanese, but I mean, it all sounded like it was called Plum Blossom, but when they would pick up the phone and speak to you, the L's usually came across as an R sound. I don't know if
that's from a play. That's from the musical Anything Goes, wasn't it? With the two guys at the end. Are you familiar with it? Are you a musical guy?
Ish. I don't know that one.
Oh, okay. Because there's a scene at the end where two guys dress up as Japanese people, and they actually say the words "Plum Blossom."
And that was the name of a very, very nice restaurant in dear old Troy.
Oh, how do you like that? Joan Croupier says this is the Common Core version of the trivia. That's good. But there you go. That's what I got today. Sorry, I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun. Joe came.
It was fun. Those were dang hard. You need to tell Joe to come back another time, and maybe he can be with us on a normal week because those
next
were
week,
hard.
Now have a week, you two, to figure out what 2 + 2 is for next week's trivia.
All right, Ken. Thanks so much.
Thank you as always,
gonna hang
Dr.
up.
Ken
Thank
Purcell.
y'all.
Nice job as always.
Everybody have an awesome day.
You
See
too,
ya.
buddy.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks.
Linguistics is awesome, though that was my least favorite professor. All right. There you go. It is time for us to get on out of here. Everybody, thanks for hanging out with us today. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Hope everybody has a great rest of the day. So at 1:30, Jen and Marla's Ageless Adventures coming at you here on GovsRadio.com. Tonight at 6:30, No Rhyme, No Reason with our very own Jeff Posey and the very funny Rich Rada. And that's it, right, for Govs Radio today? Mm-hmm. Then so go check out Anthony Rodia tonight at 8 o'clock. Like we've told you, he is coming back when the studio opens back up. Tomorrow, those lovely ladies, Danielle and Eric, will be here for Ashland. Sally and I are off.
You said domestic disturbance, right?
For today?
Yeah.
Oh, there is one today?
Yeah.
Who, Felix?
Domestic disturbance.
Yeah, but who's doing it? Is it Felix?
Domestic disturbance.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking quarantine life.
Now, if I had done that, that would have been 10 minutes of making fun of me.
So you missed an opportunity. So, yeah. So, all right. So, No Rhyme, No Reason at 6:30. Mm-hmm. Go watch Anthony at 8. And then at 9:15, right?
9.
9?
Yeah.
So then at 9, come back and watch Domestic Disturbance with Tim Saliani, Carla Okerson, and Mike Keegan. What's wrong with me today? So tomorrow at 11 o'clock, Eric and Danielle in Ashland. Then you have Punk Rap, etc. tomorrow night at 9. And, of course, before that at 7:30 is Three's Company. Sally and I are back here Thursday at 11 a.m. Everybody have a great rest of the day. Have a great